I'm joined by Jean Kayigamba, a Rwandan national living in the UK. Thank you so much, Jean, for joining us on Rwanda Television.
Oh, my pleasure.
How are you doing?
Worldwide, and we are not spared here in the UK as well.
Okay, so tell us, first of all, are you in touch with your embassy?
Yeah, actually, in the embassy, we in touch through email because, for instance, the major event that was supposed to take place, that is the 26th commemoration of the genocide against the Tutsi, that was supposed to happen on 7th of April, have been postponed. So that's the first communication because of this pandemic. But otherwise, the situation here is normally quiet. We don't have to worry about major issues like another communities abroad. Because here the UK is not very much affected as the countries, other countries like Italy, Spain, or France, or Germany, or China for that matter, or South Korea.
I understand you have a big community of Rwandans where you're staying. How are you in touch, and what is the message across?
Basically, we tend to have every community here have got social media, especially WhatsApp group communication, exchanging news from Rwanda, from what's happening. But in general, we try to follow the government guidelines, which really tells us what to do. For instance, now the government has announced the major guidelines regarding the schools and the nurseries and the schools, which will be closed starting tomorrow, Friday afternoon. But otherwise, we communicate each other through the social media.
I'm asking you this as a journalist as well. You're closer to Italy than we are. What is the news over there? Because that's the country that seems to be devastated by coronavirus, and it's closer to where you are.
Yeah, before I talk to Italy, I'd like to tell what's happening in our community here, because the community has been affected as well. Here, the community in Oxford, I represent, the majority work in the BMW factory, which is now, I'm told that we closed from Monday. They closed the factory because the BMW worldwide has closed. So they've been closed for a month, but after a month they analyze the situation again. But if it closes permanently, it affects many of our families. But otherwise, there is also our students who were graduating now. They have like 1 month left to study, but now they have to close. The university has closed. But coming back to Italy, the situation is almost getting out of hand because, like yesterday, they registered almost 500 deaths, 100 deaths. So this is too much. So I'm told that even the mortuaries cannot cope. They try to find some other places around because the area most affected is the north, but the system there, health system there has reached the cracking point, I think. But they're doing all they can with the help with the Chinese who are sending some material to help and some medics as well. But the situation may be getting worse. It will get worse before it gets any better.
Are you working for now, or everything is closed for now?
Because most of us were working from home. Like even my son who's working, he's been advised to work from home. So the majority of people now have decided to work from home. Even a colleague in London I spoke to before the news told me that also he's decided to work from home because everybody is really take care that he doesn't go out and venture and get affected by this disease that is quickly spreading in many parts of the country, and which seems very likely and unstoppable.
Before I release you, is there any panic in terms of buying, stocking?
There's panic because for a week now, everybody's, you can see in the supermarket because initially we started with people storming the supermarkets, buying toiletries like toilet papers, kitchen tissue. But now surprisingly, everything is now, by no matter of hours, is gone. From eggs to lemon or simple fruits or pasta. It's surprising. People are just buying and buying. I don't know. It is like doomsday is happening tomorrow. I don't know. But the panic, you can feel it in the way people behave. They change they feel like tomorrow maybe we lack everything, so they're trying to buy everything they can, so that when you go shopping, most likely that you will find almost nothing to buy.
Thank you indeed, Mr. Kayigamba. It was a pleasure having you and speaking to you.
My pleasure too.
Do take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.